I don't need to go into detail about what's happening in the country, what's happening around the world, but this is where it starts. Let me tell you a short story, Mitch.
Sure.
I had a friend who was very close with Bill Gates, Paul Allen, the guys who did Microsoft. He did not help them. He did not get involved in the beginning. And now he's in his mid to late 50s, and he kicks himself every day for not having the vision to be a part of. And it's not about my project or Mitch's project. It's about finding something. Find something. Or if you don't have that wherewithal to create something, at least not yet, look around you, the people that are close to you that are doing some good, and get behind them. We are onto something here, and there's so much room for investors, executive producers, you name it. And so, but it starts with the contact. It starts with getting in touch with me. Let's brainstorm. I'm open to ideas and suggestions.
It's kind of just really opening it up, and really looking at the bigger picture and how we can all contribute and what's out there, which leads me, I know, to this really great clip that you gave me. I believe it's from the movie Contact.
Yes. Well, the film clip, for those of you who have not seen Contact, the scene has us hovering over the planet. And you can hear what's going on the planet. You're like, where you are. You're hearing these transmissions, radio, broadcast, TV, what have you. And it starts to move away from the planet and picks up speed. Next thing you know, you're going outside of the galaxy, the solar system, all of that. And it just really, to me, and the reason I wanted to share it with you and Brandy and everybody, is because when you look at that, it really puts into perspective, we are on this little, it serves two purposes. It shows us how small we are, but at the same time, how important we are to the bigger scheme of things. Some people in like quantum physics talk about the connectedness or the oneness. But when you see that clip that's upcoming, you'll know what I'm talking about. It pulls away and it shows how there's so much out there in space, in creation, and we are a small yet significant part of it. And the real kicker at the end is where it all zooms up, really fast, and next thing you know, all of what you just saw is in the pupil of a little girl, of a child. And that to me speaks volumes to what I mentioned about the innocence within us, the universe, the galaxy, unlimited potential, the ability to heal, to transform a whole planet is within each of us. And if you can multiply that by everybody coming together, there is nothing on the planet or in all of creation that can stop that, because that's your true connection to yourself. That's your true connection to God, to the universe, however you want to call it and personalize it. We are all going to find really soon that it's all part of one and the same.
And for now, let's just go to that clip because it's really interesting, and it's been modified a little bit to fit the screen. I always love that when they say that on TV, that they modified
formatted to fit the screen.
So,
oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's really cool. So check this out and enjoy it.
You wanna get with me? You gotta
obviously a major malfunction.
Well, I'm not a crook. Bob Kennedy was shot in that
We're free at last!
A sniper has fired at President Kennedy.
Thomas Martin. Or have you ever been a member of Thomas
For something never before experienced.
1941, a date which will live in...
And we continue this season's final edition of our Maxwell House Good News 1930.
Walter Winchell. Good evening, Mr. North American. All the ships at sea. Let's go to press.
W9GFO. CQ, this is W9GFO here. Come back.
I love that clip. You know, as I'm watching that clip, it kind of reminds me of, and I can't remember the details of this because it's been a long time since I've seen this movie, but there was a movie, it was called Men in Black.
Yeah,
and at the
Will
very
Smith.
end of it, there was something where it was kind of that same thing where it just kept backing up and backing up and backing up, and it turned out that the whole universe was in the collar of a cat or something. I can't remember the end of it. Do you
I
remember
don't
that?
remember what they called it, but it was Men in Black, and there was a little amulet or something on the cat, and the whole galaxy was in. It's the same principle. Of what I was-
Right. And we're a part of everything. And, you know, this is all about enhancing people's experience on the planet, raising awareness, consciousness, really whatever you want, however you want to speak about it. And I know one of the cool things that I love about this project that you're doing, Arjuna, is it covers so many different just different modalities out there, from entertainment on the screen, the big screen,
That's
to
right.
music, to cartoons. So tell us a little bit about like how your vision
This
on
particular
that. Yeah.
project. Well, this project that we're working on, the working title is called Sacred Journey, and it is a multi-stage timed release project. The first element establishes, you know, the storyline, the plot, the characters, etc. And it is an epic action adventure feature film. It's actually a love story, and it establishes, as I said, the heart and soul of the project. And there is what they call spin-off potential. You know, some know it as like a sequel that comes out after the film. And so this project has that, a potential for a sequel, but also other spin-off elements, which include a touring multicultural musical group and, you know, beautiful world beat, melodic rock, like a fusion. My writing style is like Sting and Peter Gabriel. But the sound is kind of like a U2 meets Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, meets Ravi Shankar and Carlos Santana. So if you can imagine the flavors and the ethnic combination, it's a multicultural musical group. And this would essentially come out on the heels of the success of the motion picture. And then there's a third element. There's three primary elements. The third primary is an animated children's television series with an option to do an animated motion picture in lieu of the animated series. And so it's not going to be what they would call a flash in the pan. This is a project that intends to be around from 5 to 7 years, if not longer. And during that time, I'm quite positive we're going to inspire a lot of other filmmakers and musicians and animation, you know, artists. And so I'm very excited about the project. I'm very excited about it.
It's fun because people are already starting to move into this kind of entertainment world, and really, you know, I hear people talk about, I know, I can't believe I can't remember the name of it, this new great wild movie that's out right now. It's kind of a little bit animated. I haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm talking about?
Avatar.
Avatar, yeah.
Yeah.
It only won like how many
Avatar.
Academy Awards? It's like the best picture of the year. I know, I can't believe I haven't seen it
I'm
yet.
glad you
which
brought
is-
that up, because the film, I didn't give an example of, the film that we're working on, Sacred Journey, is, I guess you can say, if you can imagine, a mix of Avatar meets Lord of the Rings. And that's a big vision. It's very doable, though. And I hear some people laughing out there, but you know what I'm talking about. And with quantum physics and science exploring, you know, the oneness of the universe and all that. If you remember the movie Matrix, did you see Matrix?
Oh, absolutely, 100
That
times.
was capturing what I'm talking about, the quantum physics, you know, the harnessing nature and working with martial artists do that, you know, and some call it chi energy. In Star Wars, they called it the Force. In India, they call it prana. You know, it's all one and the same. Christians know it as the Holy Spirit. This is the energy we're working with. It's the energy of the universe. It's what animates you, animates me, animates you.